Sawadee Cup and welcome to another episode here for the Funky Pod and for the MMA Monday. This week's MMA Monday gonna be shortish again because, well, hey, UFC, anything happening? For those who are as confused as I am, yes, there is something happening. Nikita Krylov versus Ryan Spann is the main event of the next UFC fight night. No one knows that because the UFC does not do any promotion for it, but we talked about this so many times that the UFC doesn't care about the fighters, and so it's up to Ryan Spann and Nikita Krylov to do something there, to promote something, to be somewhere. I haven't seen anything, so guys, I'm gonna stop blaming the UFC now because nothing's gonna change, so shame on also the fighters, or blame on the fighters for not doing anything. We just had another fight night this past weekend with like a very exciting card. But at least Erin Blanchfield now, she pulled off the victory, and now she's on the schmo, she's everywhere calling her shot. That's how you should do it. And she's not a very boastful person, I think, but she understands that she has to be in the media and that she has to use the media, and that's exactly how you do it. You don't need to be a show-off, arrogant, whatever. She's very polite, very soft-spoken, very nice, but she is to be seen, so that everyone knows, okay, that's Erin Blanchfield and she deserves a title shot. That's how you do it. So you don't need to be like this arrogant, boastful persona. You can be nice, polite, and still be everywhere, right? So good job, Erin Blanchfield. While I'm looking at what other notes do I have here? Well, in regards to UFC, not much. Apparently there's some drama when it comes to Conor McGregor, but I'm not a review show. I'm like the media show. And from a media show, like, well, media prof here, for those who don't know. So from a media point of view, if there is some drama in the tough house, I don't know if it's a work, a shoot, or if it's real, if it's not real, but if there is something, you should use the media more. You should play it up more because you want the drama for Tough, right? The Ultimate Fighter. So I just heard about it in a throwaway line on the Helvani MMA hour. Which was the wrestling hour, pro wrestling hour. But yeah, so if you want drama and clicks and views, then maybe do something with that and don't just let some podcasts talk about it. Sorry. If the UFC would use the media better, I mean, they're already the biggest one, but they would be even bigger. I think they would be way more mainstream, in my opinion. So missed opportunity then from my point of view. But now quickly switch hats from the media critics person to the MMA/Muay Thai fan. The One Friday fights are still awesome. I talk about it every week right now, and I'm not paid by one or anything. Chatri, you can change it if you want to. First, unblock me on Twitter. Second, then pay me. But the One Friday fights are lots of fun. Like seriously, if you're in my time zone here, Asia. Watch Friday evening live on YouTube. It's fantastic from Lumpini Stadium. If not, watch it whenever Saturday morning. Whatever. What better than waking up Saturday morning and watching? It's Friday morning and for you guys. If you're in the US or somewhere. But hey, during work time, take your phone, watch some nice Muay Thai or MMA, but mostly Muay Thai fights. People you don't know, even lots of, and I lived here for a long time and I'm deep into Muay Thai, but even like a few fights that I'm not too familiar with. But it's great. It's so much action. I think that's really going to be like the distinction for one championship. This One Friday fights from Lumpini, lots of Muay Thai. It's awesome. So yeah, tune in. That's all I want to say here. Tune in. I'm not affiliated. Don't get anything for that. Check it out. It's awesome. What else? Oh yeah, BKFC happened. And again, not reviewing the fights. Luckily, I'm not reviewing the fights. Greg Hardy got what Greg Hardy had coming. So, I mean, yeah, he did his thing. Let's not rehash everything, but it's hard to feel bad for Greg Hardy getting knocked out, right? Nevertheless, the main story was, of course, Diego Sanchez, who looks a bit like the depiction of Jesus now, with hair and beard and everything. And there was some issue with Vaseline, and Diego is came out with a statement. But what I want to talk about is not the fights, because it's bare knuckle FC. What I want to talk about is like the loss that Bare Knuckle FC took on Twitter to Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland came out hating on BKFC, and BKFC posted like a screenshot on Facebook and said, like, hey, come follow us on Twitter to see how we put this clown down or something like this. And I don't know who's in charge of the BKFC's social media / Twitter, but that was terrible. Like Sean Strickland of all people 10-7 them like with like 3 tweets. The response was basically just always like your mom or something like this. So like BKFC did not know what to say, and then in the end they try to play it down, be like, it's just fun, the going back and forth with Sean Strickland here. That was terrible. Get a better social media training if you need someone. I know someone, BKFC. I know you've got a Thai arm here, so if you need some help with media, a shout out. Because that was not great. I appreciate jumping on the opportunity. That's a good idea, but then how you handle it, that was just not great. So if you wanna cringe and feel ashamed by someone else's tweets, check out BKFC's tweets to Sean Strickland. That was not. The grammar was also terrible, by the way. The grammar and the content. Okay. But hey, that's enough about MMA on this Monday. We have one more week of meh, where probably UFC is not going to do anything. But then they're hopefully going to start blowing up the upcoming return of the GOAT of all cheaters, or the GOAT of all troublemakers. Jon Jones, Cyril Gane, 2 weeks out. So let's hope after the next fight night, the UFC is actually going to start promoting them, and we will hear interviews with them and all those things, because right now it's really pretty lame. That's it for this Monday, for this week's MMA Monday. So we can all relax a little bit shorter today, and then next week we jump into like the media appearances by Jon Jones, probably media appearances by Cyril Gane. How does the UFC promote it? How does the UFC package it? What are they talking about? Do they talk about all the issues Jon Jones had? Don't they talk about it? Do they try to hide it and so on? They're gonna AstroTurf it. So we will talk about all those things in the next MMA Monday. The OG is gonna be back in your life next week, next Monday, with all the details and criticism on how media and fighters are using the media for the upcoming pay-per-view. All right, that's it for this week. As always, like, share, subscribe, rate the podcast. That would be very helpful. Stay safe, take care. We talk soon, and don't forget to always keep your guard up. Sorry, Cap.